Guys, a team that won 49 games this season, a franchise high, and won their second straight division title, bows out in a sweep in the first round. So that begs the question now, what comes next? How does this team improve heading into next season?
Yeah, it's a lot of questions for Masai Ujiri, and they're tough ones. And you start right with Kyle Lowry, a player who underperformed by his own admission through the 4 games of the series, had a bad second half of the year, and yet he is your franchise guy. You look at what he did the first 2 months and even last season and go, is that the Kyle Lowry we can ride with the next 2 years? Or did we learn something about him in these last 2 months? Or maybe did he learn something about himself that he can apply going forward and become a better player? Dwayne Casey. Did he make the adjustments? Can he look at what happened and make the fixes necessary to make a better team, or does this group need to hear a different message? Again, tough questions, but that's what Masai Ujiri's paid for.
Now, Alvin, I'll ask you a 2-part question here. You were with the organization when they went out and selected DeMar DeRozan. You've seen his evolution as a player. So what's his lot on this team going forward? And do they have another good piece in a young big man who's now just finished up his 3rd year in Jonas Valanciunas?
I love DeMar DeRozan. I've seen him, as you said, I've seen him as a youngster, as a young pup coming into this league, and every year he's gotten better. He's showed qualities of being a playmaker, doing other things. Even in this season, the last month of the season, he's playing his best basketball, and I admitted that myself to him. He's been playing some great basketball. This series wasn't great for him because he didn't necessarily make the adjustments that he needs to make. In order to go to that next level, sometimes it's coaching, sometimes you got to look into yourself. Sometimes a player needs another push to go to the next level, and what will it be for DeMar? As far as JV, he's the young guy. I think coaching and constant coaching, improvement will help this guy get better and better, and he's a piece that you're going to need. Kyle Lowry is another piece you're going to need. But my concern is everything you worked upon these past 2 years could have went out the window because of this series. If I'm a free agent, am I looking to go to Toronto? Possibly. What can Toronto offer me? So these are some questions and some things you have to be careful about when you're going through what happened these past 2 years, and this series could determine who's coming here next.
Well, and it could be interesting to see what the Raptors do in free agency, as Alvin mentions, given the fact that they might have some significant money to spend depending on what they do with their existing free agents in guys like Landry Fields, Chuck Hayes, and more specifically, other key players like Tyler Hansbrough, Amir Johnson, and Lou Williams.